everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a divisional matchup in the AFC North featuring two quarterbacks who know what it takes to make it to the playoffs. It's Joe Flacco going up against Andy Dalton. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run. It's Oliver. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And cuts out right sideline. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go now. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky green 39.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
When it comes to Elvis Dumerville, just throw your tape measure right out. He fits none of the qualities that you're looking for in terms of height, weight, speed. But he gets to the quarterback and puts him on his back.
Halfback sent in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Arrington. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky Detroit! Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll look to throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll run it here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And an alley to run. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a cutback, right sideline. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up, but I know.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Boom!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Humphries. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Leopard! Leopard! Back Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Shift together here from the D-line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll drop to throw. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll set up to throw. And Huff reels it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to...
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Out of the gun, they'll look caught. It's Huff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Huff. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Charles, he's got to be shaking his head after that drop.
No doubt about it, because that was a chance to put 6 on the board. And in today's football, you have to score touchdowns every opportunity because offenses are so high-powered.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. 319. 319. All right, now look at that. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets it to Humphreys. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Detroit now, look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green 30.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Huff wheels it in. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
somewhere else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
A gain of 35 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So they're operating in the red zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Here's Bernard. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flushed out right. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the back goes into motion. Eifert, the man in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Okafor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to loft one deep left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And in enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's complete to Huff. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. One, ahead.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Gun, gun. Set. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
All right, here we go.